then it gives you a list of things that you must get rid of completely. This one, you don't push them away, you kill them. What are they? One,
sexual immorality.
Two,
impurity.
that's pornography and all those kinds of things. It's impure. You know it's dirty. Reading dirty things, watching dirty things, listening to dirty things, talking with dirty people. He said, kill it. You don't leave half of it. No, the guy is my friend. I know he likes talking rubbish. I've told him to stop. No. He said you put it to death. You kill it. He didn't say find a way to manage. You don't manage sexual immorality. You don't say, well, as a child of God, sometimes. That's why I'm terrified. It's why I don't permit you to say sin is sin. It's why you don't hear all that nonsense here. Sin is sin. Pepper seed and coconut seed. Sin is sin. Pepper will not be taller than 1 foot plus. Coconut will be 20 feet tall. Sin is sin. You can plant 10 pepper stands by your veranda. Can you plant 1 coconut by your veranda? Do you like your house? Do you like your house?
Yes, sir.
Then what if my sin is sin? Sin is seed. Let me teach you. Sin is seed. Every act is a seed of some sort. Don't be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sows. So that shows you that it's a seed. Your actions are seeds. When you put in a coconut next to your house, I don't think you have a future plan. Because when the wind blows in the future, you may die. That coconut may kill you. As it falls, it may kill your children. One falling when wind blows. Not the whole tree, just one of the coconuts can give you a concussion, can send you into the other side. So you don't go planting. You don't say sin is sin. Have you read Proverbs chapter 6? You're not serious. The Bible tells you about the consequences of committing adultery. He says even if you give everything in exchange, that shame cannot be wiped away. The consequences are greater, far greater than certain sins. Take the wisdom of God, learn from him. So he says to these kinds of errors, he said, put them to death, kill them. There are things you don't say, let's find a way to live with them. You exterminate. You put to death. Sexual immorality. Totally. It is not, oh, okay, there was a time. You can never commit it again. You're born again. Never. You just got born again. You know you can never commit sexual immorality. Yeah, that's all. Next. This is not the one you say I was stumbling. Don't stumble at all. This one, you kill it. These are the ones you decide before you give your life to Christ. This thing, I can never do it again. As I'm giving my life to Christ, it will never happen again. I'm stepping out to give my life to Christ. Over. Now, am I saying Christians that are born again have not done it? They have. But don't again. You hear us when we are telling you the different parapets to survive in this Christian walk. You don't keep the number of someone you committed sexual immorality with as a lifestyle. Someone you were doing things. No, that's the one you tell the early, I'm born again now. I'm born again, and it is what it is. And Jesus, I'm now going out with Jesus. I'm now seeing Jesus. All right, so we can't see anymore. I hope you will find Jesus too. If you're interested, here is a phone number of someone that can assist you as I have been assisted. You put a phone number. If it's a guy, you send a guy's number. If it's a girl, you ask the church you're in. Like here, we'll tell you, give our phone number of one of our leaders. Give them. We will help them. But we don't want to see you. We don't want to see you near. Don't help. Go away. Go. Because the way sexual immorality works, you remember I've told you your body is a drug factory. So when you're around someone you've committed sexual immorality with before, the factory starts producing. You start getting your injections. Next thing, you don't know yourself. If the circumstances are right, what has happened to billions of people through the millennia will happen to you. You're not the first. You're not the 100 millionth. You're not the 1 billionth. You are the same thing. In the days where they used to cut off people's hands and genitals and chop them to pieces and roast them, people were still caught committing in spite of the great danger. Because when the chemical factory started producing, their heads stopped working. Male and female. And it's worse now. It's even worse. For forever, females were more restrained. It has never been like this in the world because of different things which you've spoken about, including the ability to take a tablet to commit an abortion. It's nothing. Now that has not existed till 80s, 90s. That's the first time since the earth began that it has been possible to so easily get rid of a child. So in the last 30 years, women have entered a dimension, females, that the world has never seen before. I'm just telling you, you should know it. Before it was only the men. They say they sow their wild oats and then they go around and abandon, and the woman says, no, who will you leave behind with a problem? But now the women are like, which problem? So it's worse all around. You have available females worldwide. Bible says put to death sexual immorality. I mean, will tell you severe. Tell the person, send one message under supervision, send it, end it, block it, next. You sit down, you say, no, I can't do that. See you in hell. I'm not even playing. You know, now you don't believe in lake of fire anymore. When you see it, you know it's real. How it works is different from the existence. The existence is real. Revelation says that people will be cast. It says the sexually immoral will be cast into the lake of fire. It gives you a list and their name is there. So it says you kill this one, or this one will kill you. This one will put you in the second death. That's the point. If you don't kill it, it will kill you. The second death, the Bible says, is the lake of fire. The sexually immoral will be in the lake that burns with fire. You will be. Say, no, there's a way I'm planning it. Just before I die, you're a clown. You think you're wiser than God? You kill me, I kill you. It's a matter of life and death. It's an easy formula. The reason why I must stop this thing is because if I don't stop it, it will stop me. The reason why I must put this thing out of commission is that it will decommission me if I don't. Are you hearing me? Not that they are I don't want you to be committing. Are you hearing? What? If you like, shouldn't you do every and anything to ensure? How do you fall into sexual immorality even when you wanted to stop? Whether you're born again or not. How do you? What always happens? Is it with a particular person or different people? Who do you meet? It's not that hard. Now identify the causative agents. Identify the circumstances that allow for it. Then talk to someone. In this our church, why we have many people helping with pastoring, shepherding people. Why we give every church member, even those that are not our church members, people online, everywhere, they have someone. We tell you want to talk to someone, here's a phone number, here's a WhatsApp. Talk to this person. If you can't reach that one, here's a sub shepherd, a discipler. Talk to this one. You have these two people. If you can't reach any of them, reach anybody on that group you're in. Tell them you want to. We offer that service. Why? Because I know being a child of God can be tough. Temptation is tempting. Very tempting. Temptation is. It's a scary thing. This world, I know. And the devil is attacking people, children of God, constantly. But why will you fail? You fell due to disobedience. You not fail because the devil is stronger than God. Every time I've seen people defeated in the face of these things, it's that they have made a choice not to commit immorality. No. Listen, the immorality is the final stage. It is that they made a choice to disregard having a discipler. They made a choice to not contact the discipler. The discipler said, listen, because of what has been happening, anytime you want to go out, just let me know. Before you go out, I'm planning to go out. You know your discipler will ask you, where are you going? Say, well, just to see some friends. You know, you say, what do you mean by some friends? Who are these friends? Why do you want to see them? Have you finished the book of the Bible I gave you to read? No, now you know all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You know Hezekiah chapter 4, 5. You'll be quoting things that don't exist, that your unbeliever atheist teacher used to quote. You quote it as though it's in scripture. All work and no play did what to Jack? Have you spoken with Jack? That's what your discipler may talk with you about. Even if he or she doesn't. You tell them, please, you need to help me watch out for my daily itinerary. Because it used to be when I stop by to see, well, just to she's a very funny, she's a very nice, she's very helpful, so why were you interested in her? That girl, very nice. You just stop by like this. Even if she doesn't have, she's always very generous. She just come and give you, anything she has, and usually when you're feeling sad, she's very encouraging. Very encouraging. It's just that sometimes the encouragement goes too far. They tell you, oh, go to the church group. Oh, join this group. You say, no, I'm not used to those people. But you have time to be going to meet those old friends. And then when you go from that old friend, from talking and encouragement to gisting to laughing to kissing, the rest is history. I know how real this thing is. So I've never focused on thou shalt not commit immorality. When people sit in front of me to confess that they committed immorality, I never go into discussing, how could you? Never. I'm only interested in how you got to the place where that was possible. Anybody that's ever spoken with me over all these years, if you can believe it, you know, as you tell me the horrible thing you did, I don't go, how could you? How could you? Never. You see me, I look so calm, you'll be wondering, is it that you support sin? No. Because it's a waste of time to talk about the size of the mango. You should have discussed when the tree was growing. It's when you planted it. That was the issue. Why did you plant a mango? By the fence. You didn't know it to crack the wall. Whether you planted it yesterday, it's Jack, the giant killer's beans. So, you know, magic beans. And most sin is like that. Can grow very fast. Why did you plant it? Why did you go? You went there to do what? No, I want to understand. To study. I've heard the one that went from study to romance. Studies. Come on, there's romance languages. Italian, French. Why are you thinking like how you're thinking? I understand. They are silly people. They're not going to study overnight. I've met them. I have them. I've had them. You went to do what? Why? You couldn't do it during the day. You like darkness because your deeds are evil. That's John chapter 3. That's John chapter 3. Say they love darkness more than light, for their deeds are evil. Yes. Yes. You know how many people went for night class and from that passed on that tree? I should tell you. How can I know? I was not there. But I know. How many times? I was once a student and we have ears to hear. No eyes to see here. Ears to hear. God forbid. See no evil. No. You notice that many of our church people do not do night class at all for years. Now, I'm not saying there's no hard and fast rule, but there's a general idea. Try and study during the day, sleep at night. What is the parapet that will prevent that happening? How do you enter that situation? How does it happen? Check every time it happened. What led to it? What were the circumstances? It's not that hard. Then build walls with help from these your disciples, and you construct protective walls. You will never fall. Are you hearing me? 1 year later, 2 years later, 3, you'll be wondering, do you know there was a time I used to have this problem? Very strange. This is not even a problem anymore.